travellers bound for the Cook Islands found themselves heading for Tonga on Wednesday, December 21st. The reason for this unexpected diversion and stopover? Well, Air New Zealand needed to transport an engineer to assist in a technical issue with another of the airline's aircraft. Let's explore this rare occurrence in today's video. A few weeks ago, Air New Zealand had two options when deciding on sending an engineer to assist with one of its stranded aircraft. Operate a ghost flight, an aircraft with no paying passengers on board, or divert another flight heading in a similar direction. The airline decided on the latter and diverted a Rarotonga-bound service as it would cause the least disruption. Tonga's Fuaomotu International Airport, located on its main island of Tongatapu, welcomed the Boeing 787 Dreamliner to drop off essential supplies, including the engineer. With Air New Zealand making the adjustments for its aircraft to divert via Tonga, the airline operated the following schedule shown on December 21st. As you watch this, keep in mind that the airline crosses the international date line when travelling to Rarotonga, arriving the day prior. First, flight NZ946 departed Auckland International Airport at 09:36, arriving at Tonga Fuaomotu International Airport at 12:11, a flight time of 2 hours and 35 minutes. Then NZ946 continued from Tonga at 13:18, arriving at Rarotonga International Airport at 16:22 the day prior, flight time of 2 hours and 3 minutes. New Zealand media outlet Stuff questioned the airline if passengers would be reimbursed for the delay. However, the airline noted that the delay was only a few hours and passengers didn't disembark the aircraft in Tonga. In addition, the airline issued the following statement. Air New Zealand flight NZ946 from Auckland to Rarotonga was diverted to Tonga for a short stop in order to deliver an engineer and parts to repair another aircraft. Customers were communicated with, and we have since got them to where they needed to go for Christmas. Not exactly a huge story, but it's an interesting look into how an airline chooses to deal with inconvenient and unfortunate circumstances. The incident also highlights the challenges of life on remote islands, far away from equipment and expertise that are needed for repairs. In this case, Air New Zealand saw a slight inconvenience to a number of its passengers as the most timely and efficient way of getting one of its other aircraft back in the skies. As for the aircraft that needed repair, details were unfortunately not made public. However, in searching Air New Zealand flights to and from Tonga, we can see that the airline operates 10 flights a week from Auckland. Having 4 different flight numbers, the flights are a mix of A321neos and 787s, with the occasional A320neo included. What do you think of how Air New Zealand handled the situation? Share your opinion by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.